It's Saturday, the 22nd of April 2017, and I'm in Alresford at the bus stop, just got off the bus to do a walk along Pilgrims Way. There's the Alresford sign, and we're about to pass the Cricketers pub. The first part of the walk is along roads. We're now going along Whitehill Lane, down there. The road rises and there's a decent view looking back. Now there's a view looking forward, the way I'm going. The road looks like it's going to start descending now. Now in the village of Sutton at the Ship Inn. Old milestone in Sutton. Pilgrims Way heads down Water Lane in Sutton. And we now cross this ford, by the footbridge of course, over the River Aire. Back on St Swithin's Way here, and now on the first footpath of the walk, goes along the edge of this field. And there's a train on the Watercress line, the Mid-Hants Railway. Looking over to the left. And there's the path, Pilgrims Way and St Swithin's Way ahead. The path ends at this road where we turn right to the A31. After negotiating the A31, we head up this road. We now turn left along that track by that post box. Our said track, it's really a small lane, and over to the left now, views have opened up. Great views to the right as well, and ahead. That's now looking back the way I've just come. Further on, the lane runs downhill, gently. We now turn left off the lane along this footpath. That style's very decrepit, but there's a gap to the right of it. The path continuing in the next field from the last clip. The field path ends at this road, which runs downhill. Further on, we take this narrow path. Now in Hammond's Lane in the village of Ropley. Here's Ropley Church, seems to be building work going on. We leave Ropley on this path with glorious views ahead. Heading across the fields out of Ropley. St Swithin's Way waymark, and now we're going to cross this ploughed field. Now across another grassy field. The path leads out to this road junction where we go ahead over another 2 stiles. We pass this interesting sign. Now approaching Old Down Wood. As the path climbs, there's a great view over to the left and slightly looking back. Now about to bear right into Old Down Wood, but first look at this fantastic view over to the left. And there's the path into the wood. There's the Pilgrims Way and St Swithin's Way through Old Down Wood. A few bluebells in the wood. And there's the path of Pilgrims Way ahead. At this point, Pilgrims Way turns right down there. Pilgrims Way leaves the wood over this stile and the path ahead is very clear. The path now goes across this meadow to a road. Now at Kitwood, and we take this enclosed path. The path opens up with this great view ahead. Pilgrims Way now comes to this road and continues along the footpath opposite. The path on the opposite side of the road in the last clip is enclosed and heads uphill towards the 4 Marks area. The path heads along the left-hand edge of this field. We come to this road on the outskirts of 4 Marks and turn right along it. At a junction, Pilgrims Way keeps ahead along a small road and then this track into woodland. At this junction, Pilgrims Way turns right. The beautiful track continues along the edge of the woodland. At this junction, Pilgrims Way turns left down there to follow another edge of the woodland. Great views over to the right through some trees. And there's the track along the edge of the woodland. Carpet of bluebells over to the left. And we're coming to the end of the woodland now. There's the track of Pilgrims Way. Pilgrims Way emerges from the woodland onto this lane with tremendous views ahead. Eventually the lane turns sharp right, but at that point we turn left along this track. And where we turn left, there's a waymark, there's something called the Writer's Way. We're heading for Chawton, where Jane Austen lived. A few yards along the track, there's this magnificent view to the left and ahead. A few yards on from the last clip, Pilgrims Way turns right along this track. I think we're about to go through an avenue of oaks. Next we make a left turn along this track past this barn. The way goes beneath this bridge and continues ahead. The path narrows and heads across this field. The path bears right across the field and then left to go through this copse. Further on, the path comes to a main road which we have to cross. On the other side of the main road we cross to this path which leads to the village of Chawton. At this junction in Chawton, the walk turns left. Now passing Jane Austen's house. Jane Austen lived in Chawton. Apparently it's now a museum. On the other side of the road we pass the Greyfriar Inn in Chawton. We now use this subway to go beneath the A31. The walk goes beneath the Watercress steam railway line. Now passing Miss Bell's Fountain in Alton. Now passing All Saints Church, Alton. Now in Alton High Street, heading for the station now. Now at Alton Station and the end of today's walk along Pilgrims Way.